dancers, singers, worship leaders, and otherwise fans, followers, friends. I am talking about neck and shoulder relaxation to improve your singing for the month of March. So welcome to the first Tutorial Tuesday. For this concept, I will revisit the portion of the stretching routine that I introduced in January to focus on how you can stretch the muscles in your neck and shoulders so that they are relaxed. This will, as a result, improve your attention to your breath support and your breath anchoredness that I talked about last month. Sometimes one is the result of the other, and to encourage one is to take away the negative effect of the other. And sometimes it can go either way. Encouraging the relaxation in those muscles can naturally better breath anchoredness, and sometimes to encourage the breath anchoredness is to automatically relax in the neck and shoulders. So, like I said, it can go either direction. To encourage one is to encourage the positive results of the other. My cat is here. As I recall the stretching routine that I introduced in January, we started from the top down. It was a whole body routine. So I'm going to pick up around, we'll just kind of start with the head and work our way down to almost the upper back. So anything that might be affecting you in the region of the neck and shoulders can be more thoroughly attended. I started this routine by the shaking no of the head. So you can do this at any speed, any pace that works for you. Maybe you need to look over one shoulder and hold. Take a couple of deep breaths. Go ahead and just slow motion make my way with my chin over my other shoulder. This is feeling really nice for me. I can feel the stretching in my neck muscle down to about here. I'm feeling the stretch right in this area. I am not a yoga instructor, but I can almost hear the voice of a yoga instructor in my head. You know, if only, I don't know what muscle that would be called, but I can imagine being in a yoga class and they might say, I can feel you should feel the stretch in your such and such muscle. But I am not a scientist. All I know is we don't want any tension or straining in these muscles because they impede upon the sound that is being supported from your core before it even comes out your mouth. And we don't want that. So we want to relax anything that might be on the path of the sound that you are trying to make when you're singing. I'm going to actually do some upward and downward motion. The chin down stretch is feeling really good for me personally right now in this moment. I can feel the stretch in the back of my neck, and sometimes that's the key for me is the muscles surrounding my backbone or my spine, because when I discussed breath anchoredness last month, one point I made was paying attention to the curve of your back and what is happening with the alignment of your spine. Is it allowing for your full expansion of your rib cage so that your lungs can gain that full breath? But the muscle relaxation in the neck and shoulders is important as well for that same idea of alignment. So this is kind of like the Ragdoll Stretch, where you folded your body forward. You dropped your body forward at the hips. We're gonna do the dropping forward at the neck, like your chin is trying to touch your sternum. And I would just hold this. Take a few breaths in and out and slowly roll it up. That's feeling really good for me. Another stretch for the neck muscles is as if your ear is trying to touch your shoulder. And I would hold this one as well. In slow motion, take the other ear to the other shoulder. And just hang out. You can hang out longer, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to move into shoulder circles. I'm starting with both going backwards. I like progressive steps, so naturally I would take them both forward next. But I really like how it feels, so I'm going to go backwards again. And then one at a time. And then this is just what feels good for me right now. I am just literally doing different stretches unofficially, not certified yoga or anything like that. And then you can take that shoulder the other way if you like. If you're a little, I forget what it's called. You can't leave something undone. You can't leave a hole in a pattern, because both shoulders went back and then forward, and then this one went back and then it went up, but it didn't go forward. So if you need to, I'll just do it for those people out there who are like, oh my gosh, she didn't roll her shoulder forward. Now the other one. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you folks out there aren't like that, but sometimes I'm like, come on. When it's almost like a step was missed in the process. Anyway, so now we're going forward with the shoulder, but I really like this. I'm going to go back to it real quick. And then one more time. And here is actually one stretch next that my chiropractor introduced to me, and she told me that I should do this because of just the adjustments that I have done when I go and see my chiropractor. When I first started going, she told me to put a finger on this shoulder, or my all fingers, and tug my head and my shoulder apart from each other to stretch this, I don't know the name of it, the muscle right at the top of your shoulder and the base of your neck. It feels really good when you get it massaged, when someone comes up to you, of course, in your family or that you know, no strangers. They come and massage these muscles right here at the base of your neck. But anyway, that's the muscle I'm talking about. And she said just lightly pull them apart from each other. And that will help those muscles stay relaxed, so that those the adjustments that I would get here for my upper back, lower neck vertebrae, having them aligned, the adjustments stick better when the muscles can stay relaxed. So that if the vertebrae do move, they can easily move where they belong. Adding a little tug as opposed to just doing the motion gives a little more to the stretch. So that's why she said to use your hands and pull them apart from each other, just lightly. If we need to go further, I would recommend doing the full Ragdoll Stretch. So I don't want to move out of the frame of the camera to show you, but you would stand up and you would drop at the hips to where your head is hanging and loose and your fingertips are touching the floor, almost like you're trying to touch your toes. That's what the action looks like. You're trying to touch your toes. You stand up, bend over to try to touch your toes, but you hang and you can shake your body loose while you're hanging, and then you would slowly roll back up to standing position, one vertebrae at a time. So this is you, touch your toes, this is your back, and this is your head, okay? You're gonna roll up back to standing slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And that would further just allow gravity to pull your muscles a little bit for you. This concludes our neck and shoulders stretching routine. I hope you have appreciated this. I hope that you are trying it out. I hope that you read my blog about why we want these muscles to stay relaxed, besides for feeling good, and besides to feel better when you're singing. It actually helps your sound because you don't have these restrictors in the way of the sound before it even leaves your body. So thank you for watching and keep on practicing. I hope you like, subscribe, share if this video is helping you, or if you know someone that this could be helpful for. I will see you in the next tutorial video. Bye!